Hello sir, my name is Joshua E. Fire. So, what is marine environment? So, marine environment are those in the world seas and oceans. Below means high tide mark. Marine environments relates to the morphology of near-shore, offshore, and deep water zone on the ocean. These are also habitats that support marine's life depends, in some way, on the salt water that is in the area. The marine environment support many kinds of these habitats. So that is what marine environment is. The next one is, what are the major sources of marine pollution and in its impact hazard to humans, animals, and shipping industry? So much of this runoff flows to the sea, carrying with an agricultural fertilizer and pesticide. 80% of the pollution to the marine environment comes from the land. One of the biggest sources is called non-point source of pollution, which occurs as a result of runoff. Oil spills are also one of the major sources of marine pollution. The impact of all of this pollution to human and animals and shipping industry are like having disease. Not only disease, but as far as I know, this can also kill human and animals and can give a big problem to the shipping industry. So, explain MARPOL Convention history when it was adopted, entered into force, and its objectives, including all regulations of MARPOL Annex 1 to 6. So, the International Convention on the Prevention of Pollution from Ships, which is the MARPOL, is the main international convention covering prevention of pollution of the marine environment by ships from operational and accidental causes. The MARPOL Convention was adopted on November 2, 1973 at IMO. The Protocol of 1978 was adopted in response to the spate of tanker accidents in 1976 to 1977. As the 1973 MARPOL Convention had not yet entered into force, the 1978 MARPOL Protocol absorbed the parent convention. The combined instrument entered into the force of October 2, 1983. So, in 1978, a protocol was adopted to amend the Convention of New Annex 6. It was also added which entered into force on May 19, 2005. MARPOL was updated by admittance through the years. The convention includes regulations aimed at preventing and minimizing population from ships, both accidental population and that from routine operations, and currently includes 6 technical axes. And those are Annex 1, Regulations for the Prevention of Population by Oil. So this covers prevention of population by oil from operational measures as well as from the accidental discharge. So the next one is the Annex 2, Regulation for the Control of Population by Noxious Liquid Substances in Bulk. So this annex are details that discharge the criteria and measures for the control of population by noxious liquid substances carried by a bulk. So the next one is the Annex 3, Prevention of Population by Harmful Substances Carried by Sea in Packed Form. So this one contains general requirements for the issuing of detailed standard on packing, marking, labeling, documentation, stowage, quantity, limitations, exceptions, and notifications. So the Annex 4, prevention of population by sewage from ships. So this annex contains requirement to control population of the sea by sewage. So the discharge of sewage into the sea is prohibited. So the next one is the Annex 5. This is the prevention of population by garbage from ships. So this annex deals with different types of garbage and specifies the distances from land and the manner in which they may be disposed of. Some of the ship might be throwing garbages on the sea, especially when they are on board. So that is prohibited. And the last one is the Annex 6. This is the prevention of air population from ships. So this sets the limits of sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxide emissions from the ship, exhaust, and prohibits deliberate emissions of ozone depleting substances. So those are the 6 annex of MARPOL. So that's all, sir. Thank you.